자, 뱀피를 이것도 해보죠. 잠시만요.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment, a righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
잠시만요. 됐다. 아, 화면이 좀 작았네요. 뭐라는겨?
Thirsty. So thirsty.
안 돼, 물면 안 될 것 같은 느낌이야, 얘.
to me, brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. Oh, no. Mary. Mary. No. No.
아, 내 이럴 줄 알았지.
This horror. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain! These patrols are after me.
Over there! There's one of them
No,
vermin!
no, don't shoot! This is a nightmare.
그러니까 this is
I need to get
nightmare.
out of here. This can't be happening.
Over there! There's one of those vermin!
No, please, stop! I mean you no harm. What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about?
Has it fled? Shit, where'd it go?
Now, I kill myself.
Kill that thing!
Who
Vampire!
are you? Sorry. Stay back! Me no choice.
저리 꺼정. 방해하면 모두 죽여버리겠어.
Who are you? Stupid beast! Sorry.
네가 길을 안 비킨 죄인이라.
It's on to
No,
us!
please, who are you? What do you want? I mean you no harm. I need help.
Die, you fucking leech!
Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this.
Shut up, beast!
Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's sake?
I'll do the rest of the job.
Just leave me. The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone. I need to find somewhere to hide. Let me go! I need to find shelter. Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
Brother, what have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
여기도 이미 죽어 있구만. 죽은 거겠죠?
This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve. That's impossible.
일단 시계를 득템했어요. 그러니까 알코올에 담긴 병. 그리고 불과 태양. 거머리는 태양도 불도 들어오지 않고 하지만 나는 직접 나무 배워. 더럽게 넓기도 하네. 일단 뭐 실링, 오실링. 이 버려진 데로 와서
Dreams for the Red Queen that sleeps under crown of stone, that she might linger longer, her eyes as white as blood.
Who goes there?
A prayer for the summoned by warring song. A child born from darkness must take scent of his heart.
Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No! There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
한 발.
No, it never got easy.
피일기점. 저장 겸 휴식이구나 이게.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it. Rational thinking only.
뱀피어.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon, who changes blinding sunlight into a glowing flesh.
뱀파이어 스킬을 업그레이드하시오.
Voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Where is it? You closed.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here!
My head's spinning.
Oi! Come out, you coward!
It's locked, all right.
Clever fucking beasts.
I cannot enter.
오씨, 왜 못 여는 거야?
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End.
Die, vermin!
A strength I never knew I had.
This one stinks already. There's one of them! Watch yourself!
This shouldn't be possible.
Watch it! It's a killer!
Every sinew, every fiber of my being is afire. My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore. My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us. It's locked, all right. It's locked. The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it. It's locked. What will London have to say to me? It's locked, all right. I've so many questions unanswered.
몬스터라 하겠지 뭐. 걔는.
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum? The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant. Fresh blood. The smell is so strong. Something dire must have come about. Where has everyone gone?
안 되네.
At last, a little life.
Welcome, sir, to the Turquoise Turtle.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Oh, God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
오, 민트블루님 어서오세요.
Who is this man? What does he look
방송
like?
끝나셨나?
Like a gentleman, I guess. Well dressed, quite
아,
polite.
방송 끝나고 오셨구나.
A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business.
아, 그러고요?
You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
아, 민트님이랑도 게임 뭐 같이 뭐 한 판 해야 되는데. 아니면은 정모 비슷한 거 한 번 해야 되는데. 아이고, 시간이 없겠네.
Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
I mean you no harm.
Saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. Anyone?
오, 이건 좀 전에.
Well, that's something I can do for you.
아, 민드블러님이랑 합방을 한번 해봐야 되는데 오랜만에. 민드님은 민드님대로 이제 저거 한다고 맞고 저도 저대로 이거 저거 한다고.
And
혈액 품질 6000 중심 인물 시간 많아요? 오. 따이네.
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire.
돼야 되는데.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here too.
I believe you.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
이 시국인지라. 네, 그렇어요. 게임 자체가 그래요. 이제 뱀파이어 따로 있는 것 같더라고요. 내가 옛날에 봤다가
Rumors of violent murders. The docs have always
봤는데 내가.
Shall we say somewhat unsavory? But this is different.
How different?
근데 뭐 하다가 이거 재미없다고 하길래 바로 그냥 안 봤어요.
Famished, reckless. It must be brought to ground and quickly.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
And what exactly is this brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not
네, 맞아요. 이거 처음 나왔을 때 평가 안 좋다고 하더라고요. 그러니까요. 오늘도 프레인가 무료 게임 뭐 하나 주더라고요.
If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor? That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
Perhaps. This is all new to me.
지금 프레이도 있고 제가 이번 달에 고민이 좀 되죠. 컴퓨터를 새로 뽑긴 뽑았거든요. 아, 이번에 모니터까지 포함해서 금 400 정도 들여서.
But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
컴퓨터로 뽑았는데.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
제가 400을 들여서 컴퓨터를 뽑았습니다. 모니터도 2대 뽑았고 앞에 있는데 집어 털어보는.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
아니요, 자취방에서 방송은 못할 것 같아요.
I have a few questions for you.
왜냐면은 자취방에서 방송을 하려고 하니까
What's going on around here? Where is
컴퓨터를
everyone?
들고 가야 되잖아요. 근데 이 컴퓨터를 제 동생이 쓴대요. 이제 제 동생이 군대를 전역했는데
The murders. What can you say
이제
about?
자기는 이제 저는 당연히 새 컴퓨터를 살 줄 알았는데 안 산다고 하더라고요. 그냥 제가 쓰고 있는 이 지금 이 컴퓨터를 포맷해가지고 사용한대요.
The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah, killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing.
방송 못할
There
것
are
같아요.
so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, a turquoise turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Are you always open this
네,
late
좀
at
아쉽긴 해요.
night?
No,
근데
it's
지금
only since the
네,
epidemic started.
한동안은
Tom
계속
thought
주말에만
people may
하겠죠.
need a safe place to stay.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now, and those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
지금
What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants to
일단은
tell me
다음
about it.
주에
I'm just the barmaid
제일
here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had,
고민인
then
게
you're the only visitor we had.
I can
지금
feel your fear.
진38
Please tell me what's
M8을
going on.
사서 할까 말까
William Bishop? He came in here earlier
고민
tonight, and
중이거든요.
well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk. as
근데
usual.
그것도 사이가 애매한 게
God, his eyes.
그건 별로 안 할 거란 말이에요. 지금 보면은 되게 재밌어 보이는데 막상 내가 하면은 별로 재미없어.
He
그래서
shouted
그건 안 할
and
거란
cried.
말이에요.
It was terrible.
어디 갔지? 귤이 내가 2개인가? 아니네, 하나밖에 없네. 그럼 이거 하나만 먹어야지. 그래가지고 지금 놔두고 있고, 그리고
Why are
다음
you
달에
so afraid?
I mean, his skin, his hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
포켓몬스터 아르세우스가
Tell me
나온단
about
말이에요.
this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really.
그래가지고 지금
He's never been violent.
대략
until
한
tonight.
Why
달짜리용?
keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well, Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
톰 왓츠.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
아, 당황했다.
You again. Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Who is he?
William. Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before
그러니까
it
게임에
closed.
대사가 너무 많아.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. He can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight?
내일은 또 뭐 방송해야 되나?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how
아니요,
mean
지금은
we were
아까
to him.
있어요.
He'd like to
있긴 한데
talk to
지금
me
자체는
outside.
이건 없어.
And then he left when I refused.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
He didn't deserve this.
Damn it. I think drink no longer stirs me.
드디어
I will get to the bottom of this. Intrigue. What's been done to me? To this city? The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood.
일단 메모를
What's this?
찍는다.
Some sort of note. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
이씨 배트맨이야? 쩝쩝쩝. 자, 뱀파이어 스킬.
Let's head back to filthy piece of shit.
한꺼번에 처리. 야, 근데 이거 원거리 무기.
We won't see any of these bastards back here again.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
아우 아파라. 아파라. 요 아이템 낡은 루페라. 그냥 뭐 샷건이죠. 저는 뭐 샷건이고. 이 공중에서 기습하는 것 같은 기술은 아직 없는 건데. 자, 은신처 열었고, 누군지 모르지만 뒤져 있고, 침대, 이게 아니네. 난 잠깐만. 대기. 오실링이면 이
Over there! There's one of them!
이거 안 낸 키가 뭐지? 잠깐만. 홀드, 달리기, 걷기, Q. Q를 눌러야 되는구나. Q를 누르면 됐네.
I cannot enter. Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
I'll not betray your trust.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
Must have more! Oh dear God, not again. William, please stop! Just a sip.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
우와. 뭐같이 생긴. 괜찮나?
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
We knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Oh shit.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by skull?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders.
배 타고 등장한다고?
Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave.
아니 원래 주인공은 의사인데 이제 뱀파이어가 된 거죠. 그러니까 진짜 막 태어난 거예요.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I almost tend to my fault. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
네, 자기가 왜
I
됐는지는
just
몰라요.
need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me. This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it
네,
be
그렇죠.
some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood. Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
I thought you were a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stone, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
알았어.
You are right.
왜 도착한 거야?
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice. But yours is a generous offer, so
그러니까.
I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
근데 누구한테 너 밤에 방송 해라 하면서 모든 거 다 제공해 준다고 하고 너 밤에 방송해 하면서 막 월급도 줄게 이러면은 나도 할 듯 오케이 이러면서 아이 뭐 새벽에 방송 오케이 몸이 좀 망가지더라도 오케이 콜 하면서 낮에 푹 자고 방송하고
Dr.
그래.
Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
그럼 나는 웃자라고. 나는 왜 알고? 병원으로 데려다 줘요.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Mr. Hampton needs me right now.
지역 상태 건강. 뭐 어디로 들어가라고?
Come on, you bastard! You can do better than that! Nah, it's my turn!
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
일단 처음엔 그냥 흡혈을 좀 해줘야지. 왜냐면 넌 사람을 죽였잖아.
In the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fight me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
To taste a life, to embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden, such a divine sin.
어쩔 수 없었어요. 쟨 사람을 죽였잖아. 제가 사람을 안 죽였으면 나도 죽이진 않았어요.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
그렇지.
I gave him a
의사니까.
sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
If you could point...
Second floor of the hospital.
Thank you, nurse.
오, 뭐 사람마다 다 돼요.
I'm Dr.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hook.
That's quite a...
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job.
I'm not sure...
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure...
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the...
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you...
Are you really...
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members.
But you're not defending yourself.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them...
How is the situation?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful.
So what do you do exactly?
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long.
Since you're on the front line, how is the...
It's a complete...
대항 수준입니다.
It's even getting
건물에 들어가는 것조차 문제.
It sounds like...
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped...
You left and...
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful.
I'd like to...
Wise choice, Dr. Reed.
밀턴의 샷건.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Good
evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name...
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
야, 이 사람 왜 이래 모나리자 같이 생겨먹었냐?
Offered me a position in this hospital.
Well,
How would you
it's serious. The flu is wreaking...
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever.
I wish I could believe you. But what...
You must...
Sorry.
그럴까요?
How long?
Well, long enough to see that the
너 통과
epidemic is...
이뻐할 줄 알았더니만.
You're right.
Sorry.
How is the...
Well, not well. Milton the...
Why is...
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation. Whether he did...
Why does Milton dis...
I don't know.
Goodbye.
Time has lost its effect on you.
야, 이거
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr...
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal.
I beg you.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency?
You keep calling me...
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must...
뱀파이어.
And why do you...
I don't need to believe anything. It is what...
Please. describe...
I can hear my body crumble from the...
I see.
Never. Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You...
I'm assuming you...
It's only a cover. To hide from...
Who are the...
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their...
The star...
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of them.
I see. Don't what?
Thank you, mortal. But do not
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft?
Is that not enough for you?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a...
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Sent...
I'll leave you.
Time has lost its effect on me.
뭘 환자
Continues.
이 환자마다 다 있어.
Unless you're it.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently...
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my...
Fucking German.
How is your state?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the...
Can I ask you...
It's the pain, sir. The drug...
Can I do anything?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect.
Who is...
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me.
You don't see...
My face hurts so much more when I smile.
체면 걸기. 건강 검진.
Soldier, do you need...
I'm fine.
How close are you to Miss Hawcroft? Are you aware that she thinks...
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches...
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt...
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's...
So do you let her...
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And
she could decide...
And it's another...
You do...
In her mad...
Where were you staying?
I really...
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France.
You were an officer, weren't you?
Goodbye.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
Time has lost its effect on me. But the suffering continues.
여기 문 바뀌고.
It's locked, all right. It's locked, all
편지.
right.
사방팔방을 다 뒤져봐야 되네. 와, 요 의사마다.
I'm Dr. Reed.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival.
Does my arrival...
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you.
If you have a
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone...
I know we've never met before, but I believe...
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course.
There is no need for such...
That is one point we could agree on.
Since your tenure in...
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me.
Carelessness?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experiment.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I...
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and...
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive is...
And what
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not...
Be careful what you insinuate.
I only want you to admit you...
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion...
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid...
It seems you...
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress.
We can at least agree on... Thank you for your...
야,
Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea. I am Thoreau Strickland. Dr. Thoreau Strickland.
Please, could you tell me something?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed.
What made you...
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with...
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced...
병용병이랑 수혈이랑 관련이
I based
있을까요?
my
오히려
technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect.
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you...
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is...
What can you tell me?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea, but...
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious...
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance.
Questions remain about our...
True. Last summer...
Do you need help with it?
Well, yes, maybe.
Do you want me to play the...
Oh, no, Dr. Reed. But if you...
I see.
퀘스트 받았고.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that...
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should...
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be...
So you believe it's just a...
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud...
Tell me more about your willingness to
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated.
What is it you really want?
Fair question. I want nothing but to...
This...
I agree. But that does not excuse...
Do you think keeping...
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings.
Tell me, Miss...
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to...
But why would he hide?
Because he is a proud father. Ashamed of putting his children at risk.
Goodbye, Doc.
You always knew the words to
circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the
That's
doubt.
for me.
와,
Good
따시.
evening, sir.
돌겠네.
I'm Dr. Reed.
야,
I
이거
don't
사?
know if a third opinion is needed.
I see.
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I...
Tell me about yourself.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed.
I was more curious about...
I'm a carpenter. And a good...
Tell me about the doc...
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot...
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site.
말 많은 거 플러스 사람도
as
많.
well. It's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be...
I won't lie to you.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed?
In other circumstances, you would be right. Tell me about...
My wife died because of me. And now I made...
How could your job...
I was working a double. She went...
You can't hold your...
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't...
Tell me more about the death of your wife.
1915. I was in the army. Building...
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construct...
I'm sorry for your loss.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then.
Goodbye for...
I will not let you down, my boy.
What can I do for you?
What kind?
Well, you accept...
Apologies, I've only just met him the once.
Dr. Swansea is a...
Thank you.
Blundering idiot.
와,
Good evening, madam.
It's my son who needs...
I'm Dr. John...
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check?
What can you...
Not much to say. Just take...
Are you really that rich?
Yes, thanks to my husband.
May I...
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women.
What do you think of your...
I have had the uttermost reservation.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you? Tell me more about your arrival at the...
The ambulance driver was quite rude.
for a start.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. Yes, and I pay.
I share your concern.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior.
Goodbye, Miss.
Good evening, sir. Words to calm the children. Doctor.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Mrs.
아니 너 말고.
Good evening. I'm Doc.
No.
Really?
I don't want to talk.
I suppose that this pain.
Yes.
Could you at least.
Mortimer.
How.
So painful. Not really.
I see.
Yes, maybe.
How pain.
So pain.
I'll let.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I'm okay.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me.
Pembroke.
It's not me.
Is your mother.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is.
Tell me about it.
I don't want.
I have to go.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
What a blundering idiot.
I'm quite busy, right?
Tell me, Waverley, what do you think of Dr.
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride.
Are you thinking.
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the
And are you not afraid?
rivalry. I guess you could call it that.
Why do.
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered.
I really hope you're right.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his
Why do. I really.
I'm not the.
Thank you for.
But we have some of the most brilliant minds in London at Pembroke.
Good evening.
And good evening.
Goodbye. Good evening, Nurse Hall.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
다시 눈썹이 생겼어.
Pepper, are you.
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end,
But you're doing.
We save lives, sure. Each time. To become a nurse.
But you're doing.
We save.
Goodbye. Good evening, Miss.
Evening.
Goodbye.
Hearing disgust on every street corner.
드디어.
Good evening, Miss.
Dr. Reed.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and.
You remained perfectly.
Thank you, Doctor.
How did you.
I had received alarming news.
Why?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood.
You dared to.
I'm just a man trying to help.
Do you know Tom Watts? The bar.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the.
People are.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities.
Who should I avoid?
Not really. Most men.
What is the
The situation has always been.
Who leads?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show.
Has the gang.
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton?
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the dock.
Are you a.
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man.
Why didn't you use your cross?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no.
Have you made.
Not really. But I recognise Miss Harriet Jones. I knew...
You never came to see her here at Pembroke?
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest...
How do you feel?
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is...
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, mister. It's locked. Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir.
Did he really? It's a good thing...
All members of staff have already...
I see. Well, I'm a...
You must know, blood transfusion...
How are...
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling
And...
Sorry, Doctor.
Do you think...
We are all volunteers here, and we're
I'm not familiar...
Brilliant professionals.
Most of them.
It would be inappropriate.
Is there any...
Well, I have never...
Why should his...
I guess it's fair to say he's always...
Nurse Brannigan?
No. I made...
Goodbye now. Good evening.
Good evening.
Why do you have such a...
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here.
I know, it's a difficult...
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know that...
That's not a surprise.
Does it not?
Sometimes I think she may be right. We should run.
Goodbye.
일단 이제 2층으로
I cannot enter.
Not now.
무기 얻었어요. 세토.
It's locked, all right.
여기가 제 방이네요.
It's locked.
일단 제 방으로 가봅시다.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin. The flower's dying. It needs water. William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
아, 이거 안 되네.